Hi, I'm Sharpo.
I'm Jason.
And today we're going to be examining a really creepy comedy.
No! Are you kidding me?
Give me that, silly Billy.
Okay, so that was the Matt Jones's latest comedy stylings.
Matt.
What did you think of that?
It was a super creative idea. There's a lot of funny things in there.
He really loves serial killers. Who knew?
I think a
So
lot
he
of
wrote
America
this
does.
brilliant script from like a one-line pop in his head thing, and then he got Shantae Wayans, who I adore and I think she's fabulous.
Very funny, yeah.
And Brian Torsday was the other. He's another comedian. He's from New York, and he happened to be in the area. And Matt being the one sane person in a crazy world.
Right, yes. He had some great reactions to to the roommates' explanations.
I was a little worried about this one. Okay. And I keep creeping to the edge here. Move it over. I feel like, it's not the Jason show.
Well,
All right. It's all right. Anyway, so, so you got to watch the sketch. It's, I was a little worried about it.
really?
Yeah, well, everyone's all about the Chappelle thing and being woke and the backlash against that and what can you talk about and what groups are going to get upset. And I thought that other groups might be like, you're comparing us to serial killers? And I'm like, no, that you're making assumptions here. I just thought it'd be funny that the guy wakes up and the whole world is killers, like The Purge.
His three roommates who are just like normal people. Like, for example, your character has book club.
He's in book club. Right, yeah. He's in the PTA. They cut the line. They said, I have a PTA meeting, so can we march on Wednesday? So they kept coming up with different reasons he couldn't do it. Because I had my book club on Monday. And he loved dogs. It was really a lot of redeemable. And then, I did add the line, which he let me keep in, which was maybe we're the one group that should be marginalized.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like, you're just like, all right, let's reel it in
still acceptable
just a
to make fun of serial killers. So, but
this
all right.
is what I would say. Like, America, like the true crime podcast phenomenon is like. So I feel like
Only
this
murders
is
in the building.
Yeah, I feel like this is a funny. This was just like an interesting thing. Like, the great thing with Matt's reaction is like after hearing all the stories from all three roommates, he's literally they're like, "So you're okay with this?" No! Why would I be like?
Boom!
Like, that's like.
Shame to see you go.
That brings it all in.
All right, so this is a perfect illustration of something that, believe it or not, I didn't really figure out until very late in my comedy performance adventure, misadventure, was that you have two worlds of comedy, especially on camera and sitcoms and whatever. One is the lead figure is a crazy person and everyone around him is normal.
Yes.
And the other one is the lead is the normal person and everything around him is crazy and he's reacting to a crazy world. And that occurred to me. I had an audition for the One Day at a Time remake, which was and I didn't get the part, but
great job.
and I enjoyed auditioning for it. This was a while back, and I auditioned for it, and I watched some of the episodes and go, this is a little bit broad. This is a little, so I figured I'll play this character a little broad that they're interacting with, so I'd fit the tone of
this series,
Right, because you always want to think, what am I, are we all kind of playing the same tone, the same pulse or whatever? But what I realized was they were kooky, so they have to be, it's the people reacting to their kookiness that makes it funny. When Carlton is and Fresh Prince are they're the leads, but they're bizarre,
right?
And everyone around them is kind of
sort of like the normal, like how is this happening to these two guys?
So my job and I forget the role I was auditioning for, but I took this matching them thing when I should have been like, "You're a lunatic."
Yeah,
and
you guys are the
should have been the
guys
Matt
are
Jones
wacky.
response here.
Yeah, more the straight.
And interesting, now Matt plays, and he's brilliant writer, brilliant comedian, and he's a very good dramatic actor, by the way. Yeah. And he's got another film here that's in the festivals now about mental health issues, and it's really good. But he does, I think he does some really broad Jim Carrey type stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like if you can imagine Jim Carrey, but half as tall, okay, and like half the age. Like half the age of Jim Carrey and half the height. You get Matt Jones.
He has this like burst of zany energy that just like he can go.
Right.
Like he can take
okay, but he also, and like Jim Carrey, by the way, can do these very heartfelt, touching things where it's all in the eyes and very subtle.
What the hell?
So, and I think he's best when he's the real person in these crazy environments.
It was one of the things that stood out to me was his reactions. Just like he had a lot of great reactions as you guys were explaining your point of view.
Yeah.
He was given these great sort of like
reactions.
Right? Yeah, like I mean, it's subtle, but it was great. It added so much to it.
Did you recognize any of the props from Sharpo Murder Mysteries?
I
was the
actually
props
noticed.
Yes.
Noticed a few of the incredible props
that
elevated the scene.
Fun, loving, homely people.
Serial killer.
Yeah.
Sketch.
And just really great all around,
Yeah.
and everybody brought their A game, and it was so much
it was
fun.
a funny premise.
I've done more than a few appearances in his videos. He's got a great stable of actors that are
like
loyal
company
to
of,
him and faithful to him, and
you guys have great chemistry. That's the other thing too. It's like when you see, it's just watching this. It's just like, oh, these guys perform all the time together, and it's like,
well, it's not like our chemistry, Jay.
Well,
Everyone talks about when we work together. They all say, "Wow, you guys are that's like perfect, like Abbott and Costello."
But
and, just a great.
Right, but you see chemistry there too, and that's also the thing that makes it just like, oh, like I really see these four people as roommates.
He casts me as his father all the time.
I have 9 to 5.
Because I'm the old guy. Yeah, I'm old. Yeah.
Well, this last one, you were the roommate.
Let me ask you this:
roommate.
do you tuck your T-shirt in or untuck?
It depends.
Sorry to hear you say that. Okay, right now, what are you?
Right now, it's casual, so it's untucked.
You're untucked.
Yes.
All right. See, as a kid, I watched Happy Days. Fonzie always tucked. Fonzie was tucked, and he had the bomber jacket on, the leather jacket. And of course, you want to tuck a T-shirt in with a bomber jacket because otherwise it's hanging out the bottom.
Right.
It's schleppy.
You
can't have a schleppy Fonz.
No, it wouldn't be the Fonz.
Hey. So I always tuck, and then Matt Jones, love him. He goes into this whole rant on the Facebook about people who tuck in their shirts and, what kind of, monsters are we or whatever. I don't know. It wasn't monsters. It was just like we're nerds or some generational problem. Like soon they'll be up to here, with where's my soup or whatever. But that's why I wear the shark tooth. Because now that's cool again, even with the tuck.
Shark tooth and tuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with any of this. But I think it's okay to tuck in your T-shirt. I think it's tidy, quite frankly. I don't know why you want to walk around like a slob. I mean, if that's cool, then you kids do what you want, okay?
Calm down a little bit.
I'm
calm.
calm.
It's okay.
I'm relaxed.
I think we got a little...
I'm relaxed.
Yeah. Just saw the sketch, so
I have a compulsion.
So I'm going to agree with you based on what we just watched.
And that was the other thing. If you read a lot of books, you're said to be well read.
If you read a lot of book sleeves,
you're said to be a good conversationalist.
Right.
And if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, you're said to be well-tuned. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
See you next time. Bye.